The story of this medieval assassination attempt is wild, and nobody knows why exactly it happened. So, this Hungarian nobleman and soldier named Felician lived during the turn of the 13th and 14th centuries in Hungary, an extremely tumultuous time that saw the dying out of the last Arpad dynasty, a struggle for power, and finally stability under the new foreign Anjou dynasty, founded by Charles or Károly I. The Hungarian Illuminated Chronicle, written just a few decades after Felician's assassination attempt, says this: "In these times, the people of Hungary enjoyed and loved tranquility of peace, and the kingdom was on all sides secure against its enemies. Yet the hater of peace and the sower of envy, the devil, put into the heart of a certain soldier named Felician that he would one day kill King Charles and his family." The Chronicle reports that while the royal family was having dinner, Felician secretly entered and stood before the king's table. He drew his sword and, like a mad dog, threw himself upon the king, queen, and their sons. But God prevented him from executing his intent. He slightly wounded the king's right hand and even severed 4 fingers from the queen, quote, "which in her almsgiving she was wont to extend pity to the poor, the wretched, and the downcast." Then Felician tried to kill the sons, but their tutors placed themselves in the way, and both allegedly received mortal head wounds. Finally, the queen's cupbearer threw himself on Felician, and the king's soldiers rushed in to, quote, "dispatch him as if he were a monster, severing his limbs with their terrible swords." Felician's head was sent to Buda, and his hands and feet went to other cities, and his family, as far as apparently 3 degrees of relation, were all punished, and his son was tied to the tails of horses and pulled to bits, with his bones gnawed by dogs. There's an enduring question as to why Felician did this. He had previously been loyal to one of the greatest challengers to King Károly named Matyás Csák, a powerful lord in the northwest, later idolized as a hero in both Hungarian and Slovakian 19th century romantic literature. But Felician defected to the king's camp after Csák was defeated militarily. And the king even sided with Felician in a lawsuit against his neighbor just a few years before the assassination attempt. There was a rumor that the queen tried to set her brother up with Felician's daughter Clara. This rumor informed a lot of 19th century paintings about the subject, but were never confirmed. Maybe he just steadily went mad. It's recorded he tortured to death the servant and swineherd of a counselor he suspected of theft just 1 year before the assassination attempt. Or you know what? Maybe we should just believe the Chronicle's explanation, and the hater of peace and sower of envy, the devil, did in fact put the idea into his heart.